Hi, I'm Seth Connell. Have you ever heard of Terrence McKenna? There was a time in my life where I was obsessed with Terrence McKenna, and I would listen to hours and hours of McKenna's lectures per day just because I was interested in his theories and they were so off the wall, it was hard not to be interested. He had a lot of wacky theories. In case you don't know, he believed consciousness evolved from eating mushrooms. I mean, this guy was way out there, but he was very well read. And just because he said a lot of unorthodox things doesn't mean that he didn't also create a lot of really interesting points along the way. So I listened to these long lectures of Terrence McKenna, and I discovered a specific lecture where a woman in the audience asked him a question. She said, Mr. McKenna, what are you dealing with personally that is something you have to overcome? And he said plainly, he said, I am dealing with a cluster headaches that are just horrible and they really hurt and they put me in a lot of pain, but they've been getting better recently. And that's what I've been dealing with right now. And then he moved on to continue his lecture talking about whatever he was talking about, time wave theory or whatever Terence McKenna was interested in. And he would later die from an aggressive brain cancer. And the fact that that tape exists of McKenna talking about the very thing that would ultimately kill him in this almost passive way is almost apocryphal and it's almost poetic. I have not seen anyone online, on Wikipedia, on YouTube. No one talks about the fact that that tape exists. And what's even worse is that I can't actually find it. So I know it exists because I heard it. And to me, that is something that's just too interesting to not talk about. The fact that sometimes in this world where we are more and more recording ourselves, that Terence McKenna openly talked about the very thing that would kill him. And that's just too impossible to ignore. So if you ever find that tape, I'd love to hear it again. And if you can find it, please send it to me. And what are your thoughts on Terence McKenna? Do you think that he was a little crazy, or do you think that he might have some useful knowledge nuggets? Let me know. I'm Seth Connell. This is my YouTube channel, and I'm just throwing out interesting topics that I think need to be more discussed. Thanks for watching.